Kagurabachi, okay? We get a new manga, and it's pretty much built in a win-win situation. That is, if you are a part of this cult, a part of this new fan base that is taking over the streets, right? And I say win-win situation for the fans because, let's be honest, if it gets axed, we've already had our fun. If it goes on forever, that's really just a bonus, right? And the wild thing about it is, this manga actually has genuine potential. I mean, the artwork alone puts it in a separate category reserved for only a handful of titles in the Manga Plus app. But the fandom deserves so much credit because it has created one of the most paradoxical situations. And let me start by saying, for one, the hype is real, right? There is a true ceiling for this manga to go mainstream, but the icing on the cake, or the glazing that is actually the glazing itself. It is intentional, it is lighthearted. And if you have noticed, there is no hate retaliation, and I say hate in parentheses because look, if someone doesn't like the series, they're not viewed as a hater, they're simply just viewed as not a part of the fun, not a part of the joke that is going down. There is no real offense being taken, and the best thing is, all of this is being built around a solid product. The manga is actually good. Now here's where the paradox comes in. You will see, move out the way, One Piece, we just cleared all of Naruto, what is Berserk? But this just shows a level of humbleness that may not even be intentional, which sounds crazy because a declaration of GOAT status and humbleness doesn't go hand in hand, right? But when you take a step back and get a full frame perspective, you get the debut of a high prospect manga along with a fan base that is non-defensive and just really is having fun. Like, yeah, some heat just dropped, it might go mainstream, but let's not tell people that it's great and it's amazing. Let's just joke about being great and amazing. But this one, yeah, this one hurt my feelings, bro. Yeah, come on. Now, currently there are 2 chapters of Kagurabachi, and I can promise you this, you will see beautiful artwork and a lot of blood. So without a doubt, this will be an action-packed experience, but it feels as if the core of this story will lie in mystery. Because we begin with Chihiro, a boy who spends his days training with his famous sword-making father and dreaming of becoming a master swordsmith himself. Now on the day-to-day, Chihiro's father is a comical, light-hearted individual, but once he gets in the lab and starts chefing up a katana, the man is laser-focused. And this dual-sided personality fits well alongside Chihiro's aloofness. But of course, these father-son moments cannot last forever because there is a target on Chihiro's father's back. You see, the swords made by his hand aren't just any regular katana. These blades, known as the demon swords, are imbued with sorcery. They have also been credited as the reason behind the victory of the Seitei War, making Chihiro's father more famous than the actual soldiers who fought in this war. But although these katana can be the tools of heroic moments, they also carry with them a heavy burden. And this is the lesson that is instilled within Chihiro. At the end of the day, katana are tools used to kill people, so we are complicit in the deaths that they cause. If they fall into the hands of evil, then good people can be killed. Katana should be wielded by those dedicated to vanquishing evil and protecting the weak. And the 2 groups of people who definitely do not belong in this category are the Yakuza and this particular group of sorcerers. Now, this group of sorcerers, known as the Ishaku, started coming into action about a year before the beginning of chapter 1. Currently, all we know is that they are a small elite group and that they have been financially backing the Kurogami Yakuza. And it is these 2 groups that reached the top of Chihiro's list when it comes to his revenge tour. Now, this plot for revenge all began on the day 3 sorcerers invaded Chihiro's home, taking both the life of his father and 6 of the demon swords. Now, although these happen to be the saddest moments in Chihiro's life, these are actually my favorite panels of him because we get to see a range of emotion from him. Before we got this flashback, my main complaint about Chihiro's character was that he was kinda stale. I mean, even as a young aspiring swordsmith living with his father, he was pretty much monotone and sucked the fun out of every room. And now in our current timeline of the manga, he's pretty much the same dude, except he has replaced his sword-making dreams with a bloodlust. But I do believe that this is an intentional effort to show that Chihiro has inherited the laser-focused aspect of his father's personality, and perhaps he will eventually develop a light-hearted charm in future chapters. Now, will the manga last long enough for us to witness this? Time will only tell, but for now, man, we're all having fun, and here's to the future of this manga.